Hello friends, I'm here with discussing a success story which recently happened at Sunanda IVF. This client came all the way from Amritsar, probably they are jewelers in Amritsar, and she had taken one IVF cycle 7 years back. No detail whatsoever were available of those IVF cycle, the details etc. were not there, what injections were given, what embryos formed, nothing was available. And this couple had really lost the hopes and they were going from doctor to doctor and everybody was advising them to go with treatment of different IUI protocols. So they went through about 4 IUI cycles by the time they reached me. Before consulting me, they had consulted one more doctor who advised them that probably, we need to do a laparohysteroscopy and take the tubes out, and gave a very modest budget of just 30,000 rupees for the laparohysteroscopy procedure, which was justifiable. When they landed up at my cabin and I evaluated them, there it was. She was having a frank adenomyotic uterus. The lower part of the uterus, or I would say the lower two-thirds of the uterus, was perfectly fine. The endometrium was good, triple line, so nobody could suspect any abnormality there. But on the fundus, the whole fundus was occupied by a crisscross adenomyotic mass there. And it was very crystal clear, suggestive adenomyosis with kind of vascularity, heterogeneity, with some cystic spaces which were seen there. Both the ovaries, she's the age of 34 years, but she had about right ovary having over 2 or 3 eggs and left ovary was saying about 7 antral follicle counts. We said, well, at this juncture, even if you're willing to go for an IVF protocol, if we do an IVF, this adenomyosis will keep troubling us. And it is a sizable adenomyosis. The uterine length has almost gone to over 10 centimeters. Unless we tackle that adenomyosis properly, and we won't be able to go further with an IVF success. So I had two options with me. I discussed with them. Well, one is to remove it, like we just do an adenomyomectomy so that we can restore the normal part. But obviously, many a times adenomyomectomy could be an incomplete surgery, where a part of adenomyosis may remain back there. Or we just suppress it with medicines and go ahead. But after a shared decision making, we all agreed to go for a laparoscopic surgery. At the time of laparoscopy surgery, we distinctly remember we ligated the uterine arteries at origin temporarily so that the blood flow to the uterus was stopped. We could have a clear-cut field and whole adenomyoma to the best of its extent could be resected out very well. And proper barb suturing and nicely uterus was sutured back. Post-operatively, she was kept on some medicines so that the adenomyosis doesn't recur or the remaining adenomyotic tissue gets suppressed adequately. After about 2 months of adenomyomectomy surgery, we went ahead with IVF and we nicely formed about 2 blastocysts. We decided to go with one single blastocyst transfer for her, and the very first cycle she conceived, and that was again a natural cycle endometrial preparation. The whole couple was so happy and they carried on the pregnancy very well. The take home here, what I want to say is, detecting correct uterine pathologies is very, very important whenever you are suffering from long-term fertility. Whenever there is a long-term infertility, your uterus is exposed to a lot of estrogenic hormones. Without the pregnancy there, the placental secretion of progesterone is not there. And this overexposure to estrogen and the age advancing can cause some reproductive disorder. And adenomyosis is one such disorder. In this particular case, a timely diagnosis of adenomyosis and complete corrective of that adenomyosis really helped her out to achieve her success at the fast. Thank you.